Hello there, my Scorpio collective. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Oh my goodness, Scorpio, what's the energy with you? Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. I feel like there's a blessing sort of vibe when it comes to you. You notice that? Look at this. With the Knight of Wands. Good ideas. This is almost like mantelpiece vibes. This is really like mantelpiece vibes. What are you doing? There could be some ancestry when it comes to this as well. There's a lot of growth, so this is almost like a shedding type vibe too. I'm not too familiar with deers, but damn. What's the bottom of the deck? Alchemist 14. Temperance Angel. Sagittarius vibes. Temperance Angel. Time. Time, time, time. See what's become of me. Less than zero. The Bangles. Hey, this could seem rather specific to someone. If you got like deer antlers and maybe you hang jewelry from it or caps or something like that, I'm almost getting like Mardi Gras bead types vibes as well. So this is very interesting. Maybe if someone's ancestors like to hunt. This doesn't have to be real. Those of you, if you have, who was the designer that come out with the ceramic antlers? I like that antler vibe, but it also feels like mantle vibes as well. So what you would display on a mantelpiece. So this is like hearth energy. Comforting energy. Okay. This is very interesting. You got the World at the bottom of the deck. It's creative vibe. Oh, it's a fertile energy too. So damn, Scorpio, some of you definitely be mindful of your sort of passionate connections right now as well. Okay. That's very interesting and very distinct. High Priestess energy there with the Knight of Wands. What's this sort of inspiration when it comes to you? I don't want to say it's luck, Scorpio, but for some of you, it's kind of like trusting your intuition on something. This is almost like animal instincts as well. Crown on that, you got the Queen of Swords. Below that, you got the Empress energy. King of Swords with the Eight of Wands. So there's almost some sort of back and forth type vibe here. Definitely be mindful of your family planning as well. There's the Seven of Wands. Ooh. Billie Jean is not my lover. Two of Wands. The Seven of Swords. The Seven of Cups. Oh my goodness. Some of y'all, this is like player vibes galore. Oh, be mindful of messy exes. Oh, be mindful of messy exes. Queen of Swords, King of Swords. This is DNA testing. This is This could be an argumentative type energy when it comes to you as well, Scorpio. So some of you, now is not the time for this sort of argumentative vibe. This could be messy X energy as well. So there's like a karmic vibe when it comes to this. It feels like androgyny because looking at that one, it's kind of like steers, and those of you that, if you can finish that sort of statement, right? It's a very different sort of vibe when it comes to this. Lord have mercy. So there's like androgyny on this as well. This is a very sloppy energy, though, Scorpio. So, damn. Maintaining healthy boundaries with that Seven of Cups. So this is an energy you don't focus on this. This isn't something that you need to, what's the sort of vibe here? The less attention you give it, the better the outcome. Because I don't feel like you're the one in that Five of Cups. This is definitely messy X. So those of you, if you're in a current relationship or partnership, or you've just sort of pulled your energy back, be mindful of your passionate connections now, Scorpio. Definitely be mindful of your family planning. The Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups with the Seven of Wands. This could be messy if you sort of feed that emotional turmoil. If you sort of feed that kind of vibe. Some of you get off your social medias. Some of you, if you're on dating sites, make sure you got a lot more clarity here, too. So, Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords with the Seven of Wands. Be mindful of catfishing energy, Scorpio. Lord have mercy, Scorpio. This is messy energy. So, hopefully you're not being that messy. The World energy, there's the Tower vibes. Those of you, once you're sort of limited the sort of access that you have to you, that makes a difference when it comes to this. So those of you choosing to stay single, those of you that are, there's an energy here that you don't need to be sort of giving any time, energy, or attention to. It's a very manipulative vibe with the Seven of Swords there and the Seven of Cups. You've left somebody sort of out in the cold. This is definitely a relationship or partnership you've been in. So this is a connection that you had. Some of you, this could be baby mama, baby daddy energy. If this isn't you, this could be, if you're in a relationship or partnership, someone else's baby mama, baby daddy energy. But don't sort of feed this vibe. Some of you, be mindful of your social medias. Those of you, be mindful of if you're on dating apps. If you date a lot, Scorpio, so you've had a lot of dates that really never went nowhere, this could also be that sort of vibe. There's Leo energy. There's this sort of Knight of Cups. Yeah, someone thought wish fulfillment was going to be with you, but it wasn't. So this is a very emotionally manipulative relationship or partnership. There was more to this. So this could have been 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, that type of relationship or partnership. You might have just been biding your time or just waiting things out, or just, you weren't quite sure. This is almost the type of relationship where you end with, it's not you, it's me. It's kind of shit, but it is what it is. The Seven of Wands, there's the Gemini energy, the Lover's vibe. There's that Knight of Pentacles. There's the Four of Swords, and there's the Page of Cups. I feel like you're going to wish you to listen to like a voice of reason here. So, damn. 3 of Pentacles, 33 energy. And there's the 9 of Wands with the Scorpio vibes. Look at that. Ooh, Scorpio. This is the karmic messy energy. Ugh. Some of you, all that sort of stuck stagnant energy. Those of you Scorpios, if you were kind of haphazard in the way that you dated, if you dated a lot, you had a lot of sort of, it doesn't feel like one night stands. I don't think that's really your sort of energy, Scorpio. But damn, someone definitely wanted to create some sort of emotional connection with you. This is a date that you've been on. This is energies that you've actually interacted with. Damn. Some of you do be mindful. The World card there, the Tower energy, the Scorpio vibes, the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups. If you're doing online dating, some of you need to understand the sort of games people play when it comes to that as well. So, damn Scorpio. It's a messy energy. It's a messy energy. Where's your voice of reason? Where's your voice of reason? Eight of Wands. Where's your voice of reason? Feels like an air sign energy. Some of y'all, a Gemini in particular. In order to navigate this energy, don't sort of feed the emotional sort of vibe around it. So, damn. What the? Why is it gotta be so messy with you? Eight of Wands there at the Eight of Pentacles. So this could have started to been around the time of the retrograde. Some of you definitely be mindful of your family planning. Yeah, the clarity in something. So those of you, if you distinctively pulled back your energy during the last retrograde, let's say you stopped dating, maybe you, especially if you were just casually dating, I don't feel like you had any sort of real commitment when it came to a relationship or partnership. Maybe one or two dates in. Those of you, if you threw a little bit of passion on it, maybe, you know, that wasn't the right thing to do. This is definitely a karmic energy. Don't feed the sort of emotional vibe with this, because you made a choice. Lord have mercy. Scorpio, some of you, don't compartmentalize your life. Don't mix your work life with your romantic life. This energy will dissipate because I don't feel like there's a whole lot to it. Someone definitely feels like they missed out on this like perfect opportunity. So someone could have seen you as like the perfect sort of emotional connection here, but I don't feel like you were feeling the same vibe. This is like dates that you've gone on. So those of you, if you were spending a lot of time dating, especially if you pulled back during the last retrograde, which most smart people did, especially when it came to new connections or new opportunities, definitely no comeback around energy. Those of you that were being very mindful during the last retrograde, because there was so much going on, right? That most smart people just set their ass down. Sort of waited the energy out. Damn. Down here with this Four of Swords. Someone feels like they've exhausted every sort of opportunity to come in and make you feel something or make this sort of energy happen. What's over this sun vibe when it comes to Scorpio? A Page of Swords. You're definitely in some good energy. Okay, I definitely feel like you threw some astrology on this, or you were definitely very mindful of the choices and decisions that you were making during the last retrograde. Pulling that energy back to yourself. There's the Aquarius energy. There's the Temperance angel. The Queen of Cups over here with this Nine of Cups vibe, and then there's this sort of Emperor energy. Emperor, the Five of Wands to the Six of Wands. So this energy almost just needs to play itself out. So, if you were casually dating up until the last retrograde and you decided to pull your energy back because it was kind of just like the smart thing to do, I feel like you missed this sort of emotional attachment that really would have just been very chaotic. Some of you had just another spin on that Wheel of Fortune energy. Those of you that put too much sort of over romanticization when it comes to relationships or partnerships. This is like relationships or partnerships that you're in. But where is your voice of reason? Who is your voice of reason? Some of you don't need to pay this energy any mind. Because it loses its sort of power when you're not focusing. It's like hurricane vibes, right? They grow stronger the warmer the water is. That heat sort of rises. So those of you that don't allow this to sort of, I really want to say like move you, it kind of makes the difference here. Some of you definitely be more mindful when you're dating. So if you broke off a relationship or partnership, or you abruptly stopped dating around the time of the last retrograde because you kind of threw your astrology on this and realized that would be the smarter thing to do, pull focus back on yourself with the Scorpio there, the Aquarius vibes. Staying sort of single, unattached, and just pulling focus back on you. I feel like this is your energy. I feel like you avoided that sort of, you avoided a karmic situation because you didn't allow that sort of emotional attachment to happen. So I don't feel like this is a relationship or partnership you were really even focused on. So if you were just out there casually dating, doing a lot of casual dating. Oh, it could be very icky. But don't sort of feed that emotional sort of energy here. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, Lord, Scorpio. I think if you paid attention during the last retrograde, I'm really feeling that vibe with you here. So take what's yours and leave what's not, Scorpio. I think most smart people were definitely telling you to be mindful of the last retrograde. I feel like you ended cycles and you're starting like a new sort of opportunity, but this is like a residual sort of vibe. Well, yeah, the Two of Swords. I don't feel like this is anything you need to sort of put any time or attention in. Some of y'all could have been dealing with a Pisces energy. Those of you, if you paid attention, this is like the eclipse vibes as well, right? So I definitely feel like you pay attention to your astrology. And there's that sort of Five of Pentacle vibe. To the Wheel of Fortune. Again, back to this sort of karmic type relationship or partnership. There's the Hermit. There's the Five of Wands. There's Temperance Angel. And there's the King of Cups. But there's the Five of Cups. With the Four of Pentacles. Okay, definitely someone who definitely paid attention during the last retrograde. You avoided a sort of stuck, stagnant relationship or partnership. Whatever your sort of ruling planet was, or whatever this sort of guidance was with you, you avoid the elephant in the room. So I definitely feel like you avoided a very stuck, stagnant, stubborn opportunist right here. Because you did pull that time, energy, and attention back to yourself. I feel like you know this is yours if you did not date during the last retrograde. You absolutely set your ass down. You got off your dating sites. I think you pulled focus back on yourself. It was a good sort of cleansing energy with you. If you put astrology on it, you were using your astrology when it came to the last retrograde. Lord have mercy, Scorpio. This definitely feels very unique. Probably not going to be everybody's vibe. But if you paid attention, especially to the last retrograde, you used astrology. You were making decisions based on, like, astrology. Who is your sort of guidance energy here, too? With the Gemini there and that Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this was, like... this would be someone that you trust with, like, good sort of dating advice, or someone that you trust that sort of... you didn't have any sort of connection with. So this is like... it's like third-party energy... But it's like someone that really don't give a fuck what kind of decision that you make, but they're a good sort of sounding board. So, Scorpio, whoever you go to and you're like, hey, I got a thought, what do you think? and you kind of got that energy to pull back and focus more on yourself. Especially if you paid attention to the last retrograde. So you might not have to be very strong into astrology, but I feel like you were smart enough to just avoid any sort of karmic ties or situations when it came to that. Just because there was so much going on. And what's the rule of retrograde? No backseas. And if you start something new, take your sweet ass time with it. I think you just removed all that from the equation and focused on you. So you could have been doing some intentions. You could have been thinking about ways of bettering yourself, looking at more positive. This is like good body positivity. This is good sort of unattached energy. If you did like spiritual baths or anything along that line. But if astrology factored in and you did anything that sort of was in regards to that sort of retrograde vibe. So, what the fuck's over this Knight of Pentacles? The Four of Wands. So, I feel like you studied something, you looked at something. Even if you're not all that big on astrology, some of you could have just thought, you know what? I'm just going to set this one out for a minute, just in case. So, especially if you were a doubter, Scorpio, but you just decided to sort of set this one out. The last retrograde. You avoided a karmic energy. So, you were dating somebody, even if just casually. It could have been just a one-time date. Those of you, if you were on dating apps, I feel like you got off the dating apps. You pulled focus back on you. You avoided a definitely very karmic relationship or partnership. Hopefully those of you were thinking about your family planning during that time or leading up to that time. So, damn. This feels like you avoid that whirlwind type energy. You avoid that sort of hurricane energy, right? The hurricane gets their sort of energy from the heat of the water. So those of you, this is like, don't allow any overly passionate sort of connections to come in. Because someone was rather dependent upon that sort of emotional connection with you, but it was a Seven of Swords and a Seven of Cups. So it was under false pretenses going in. Some of y'all could have been dealing specifically with a Pisces. But this Pisces could have been like an influential energy with you. You had a guidance energy. So I don't feel like anything about this, you weren't like legitimately deciding and making a choice. Especially the last retrograde. So like 2 weeks before, you got off the dating apps, you stopped dating. I feel like you were casually dating. I don't feel like there was any sort of real commitments going on here. But you decided, you just pull your energy back. Stay single for a while. Pull that focus back on you. If you did anything during the retrograde that was sort of like a cleansing energy or pulling focus back on you instead of any external type of vibes, kind of went hermit mode, then I feel like this is your read. Even those of you, if you didn't pay much attention or you don't take much stock in astrology, but maybe that was the one thing that sort of stuck with you. Right? Mercury's like almost always in retrograde, but there are some times where it could have more of a profound effect. Two of Cups, you got a voice of reason. I feel like this is like a friendship when it comes to you, or just a simple voice of reason. This could almost be like well, for some of you, like astronomy and astrology. So if you were interested in one, this feels like the astronomer who kind of throws a little bit of astrology on there, or at least in this one particular instance, you decided to pay attention to the retrograde. By not dating. The rules of retrograde, right? No backseas, and if you're starting something new, take your time with it. Some of y'all just said, fuck it. You went hermit mode, put all that time, energy, and attention into yourself, and it made all the difference. So you avoided a karmic relationship or partnership. So it's kind of like that same energy. No backsies now. Moving forward. Listen to your voice of reason. You have a voice of reason. So I feel like this is trusted advice. Ooh. You got Aries energy, Gemini energy, Aquarius energy, Sagittarius energy. I almost feel like this was a test for you as well. So if you were wondering if it was time to date, if you were wondering, maybe some of you, when it came to astrology, maybe this is something that you just started focusing on and you actually sort of like this vibe. There is definitely an energy that you really don't need to do a comeback around on. Especially if you were dealing with this person during the retrograde or right up until the retrograde. And then you just pulled your energy back and pulled focus back on you. Especially if you got off any dating apps. This could be a good friendship, a good partnership. I feel like it's a good guidance energy with you. I don't feel like there's romance on it. So, take what's yours, Scorpio, leave what's not. You avoided a karmic energy, though. You avoided a karmic energy. Which brings about, like, some good positive vibes when it comes to you as well. I would definitely be mindful of my family planning. Definitely be mindful of your family planning. You're the one making the decisions when it comes to your relationships or partnerships too. So I like this vibe with you. You're not going to be emotionally overwhelmed. You're not going to be emotionally sort of, I don't want to say tricked into dating somebody, but it's not like, that's not going to be the vibe with you. So you're going to be able to make some really smart choices here. Not all up in your feels. Whatever the sort of guidance energy is with you, I like it. Take what's yours and leave what's not. Over top of that is the Ace of Cups. Ooh. I feel like there's blessings vibe. Because you sort of, it's almost like a baptismal energy. Those of you, if you took like a spiritual bath, or you were just very mindful of keeping your sort of energy clean, it feels like that. Not that dramatic, but it kind of just is what it is. Some of you avoid a karmic energy because there could be a better relationship or partnership coming up for you that's going to have more healing properties to it. And that's why you sort of avoid this karmic relationship or partnership. There was no love there. Anyone coming in Seven of Swords with Seven of Cups that leaves in Five of Cups, they were looking for some sort of emotional connection that really wasn't there. So, damn. I feel like you're happily single. But it feels like you needed to avoid this sort of conflict energy. So you made a smart choice. You avoided conflict. So now you're in a good energy to call in better relationships or partnerships. Ooh. Take what's yours, leave what's not. This seems very specific. So if you stopped dating during the last retrograde because you paid attention to your astrology, this would be your reading. Good luck, God bless, like, share, subscribe. Ring the bell, Scorpio, if you're ever so inspired to. I like this. I like this. Good luck, God bless.